what's really special is that latter part as well, is your services to the individual gymnasts, the people that you were speaking out on behalf of as well. Because at the time when you and your sister did speak out, you two were the only two still competing.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm sure so many people are so super grateful for all the work that you've done, but you had to go against the grain, like majorly.
Mhm.
What was it like back then?
I mean, it was a really strange time anyway. We were really in the midst of COVID, and the documentary Athlete A came out on Netflix. And I remember us all just kind of watching it at home and just thinking, gosh, like some of this stuff is really similar experiences to what we've been through. So our thought process behind it was for us to just speak our truth and just kind of say our experiences to hopefully push the sport in the right direction. And I mean, it definitely is going in the right direction. I know they've put a lot of rules in place now about weighing gymnasts like under a certain age, and they can't do that. And gymnasts can't come out of school to like go to gymnastics when they're, I can't remember the exact age right now. But there's a lot more rules in place just to like help children be children for one, as well as do a sport that they love. And I think just knowing all of this is kind of happening just makes me feel so much happier because the sport is amazing and I've never not want people to get involved in it. But it was a hard decision to speak out because you don't want to talk badly about the sport that you're currently in, but at the same time, you can't ignore stuff that had gone on as well. So, yeah, it was a really tough decision to kind of speak. And like I said, I'm super glad I did because there's just so many positive changes now. There's still a long way to go, but there's definitely plans in place to keep it going. So,
When you did sort of come out, what was the response to that? Like, was it all positive? Because that's like such a big thing to do and
mhm.
quite terrifying. So, what was like the feedback and the response to it?
I mean, the majority of people were just very grateful for us doing it. I mean, you obviously get the odd people online that are like, oh, they're only saying this because of so and so, and they've not had this and they've not had that. So, but there's always going to be people like that. Like the majority of the responses were really positive. I mean, the repercussions for us afterwards were pretty challenging, I can't lie, which was one of the reasons why I kind of retired because it was just yeah, people weren't being very nice to us after that. They were making our lives quite difficult, telling people not to work with us because we were basically just gonna try and ruin other people's careers in the sport. And it was just getting very messy and a lot of it just took a beating on my mental health. So I definitely had repercussions coming off the back of it. But like I'm so happy now. I wouldn't really change where my life's going. So I'm definitely no regrets in doing it. So